That elevator isn't broken. It's over-calibrated to avoid lawsuits, optimize passenger flow, and psychologically keep you in the box. Let's autopsy the delay. You hit the button, nothing happens. Your thumb starts twitching. Classic. But that delay isn't lag, it's a deliberate throttle. Think of it like a traffic light that refuses to turn green until the intersection is actually clear. First bottleneck, structural stress. Elevator doors aren't glass sliding doors. They're 2-ton steel slabs moving at walking speed. If they slam shut, they bend. If they bend, they jam. If they jam, people get trapped. Engineers add safety margins so thick you could park a sedan inside them. Next up, sensor calibration. Modern doors use infrared safety beams, but infrared drifts. Temperature changes, dust accumulates, so the system runs a self-check. It measures latency. It adjusts gain. It waits. Not because it's slow, because it's paranoid. And paranoid keeps your pinky finger intact. Let's talk about the real villain, litigation. Since 1995, every major city has sued elevator manufacturers for pinch injuries. The fix, deliberate deceleration curves. The door doesn't just stop. It eases into a halt, like a grandma crossing the street, because a lawsuit costs more than your morning coffee. Now the mind game, psychological pacing. Humans perceive time differently in confined spaces. A 2-second delay feels like an eternity, but rush the door and panic spikes. The delay acts as a pressure valve. It lets your brain catch up. It stops you from jamming the door with your elbow, which, by the way, is a skill issue. Then there's passenger flow optimization. Elevators aren't meant to be fast. They're meant to be predictable. If every door slammed shut in 0.5 seconds, the lobby would become a mosh pit. Delay syncs with foot traffic. It creates a rhythm. A beautiful, bureaucratic ballet. Here's the engineering truth. Force limits. Building codes mandate maximum contact pressure. If the door exceeds it, it reverses instantly. So the system prelimits the speed. It's like driving a car with a governor. You want speed. Install aftermarket parts. You want safety. Accept the throttle. So why do you think it's broken? Because you're wired for instant gratification. You tap a button, you expect a response. But elevators run on mechanical latency, not digital ping pong. The delay is the system breathing. Let it breathe or don't. I'm not your boss. Some of you are typing just install faster doors. Cute. Try retrofitting a 1970 freight elevator with smart glass. The motor can't handle the torque. The tracks warp. The whole shaft vibrates. Weak design choices lead to weak outcomes. Read the manual or don't. The door will still wait. The real bottleneck isn't the motor, it's the counterweight system. Elevators use physics, not magic. A counterbalance offsets the car's mass. Change the speed and you change the harmonic resonance. You'll shake the entire building, so the delay stays. It's not a bug, it's structural harmony. Next time you're stuck in that steel box, stop tapping. Start observing. The delay is a feature. A beautifully over-engineered, legally armored, psychologically tuned feature. Hate it? Comment below, prove me wrong, I dare you, and maybe bring a lawyer.